Hi again guys, I'm back with another unboxing, and this is something very special. This is probably the unboxing that I'm most excited about out of all the unboxings I've ever done. I really am that happy about the puzzles that you're going to see in here. They've arrived within 2 days of ordering them, which is just incredible. In fact, I only paid for them yesterday, so it's coming 1 day shipping. And yeah, this is very exciting for me. So I was just looking at the boxes. I wanted to see if I could work out which one was which, because I wanted to get them out in a particular order, and it's happened absolutely fine. So this is the first one. There is a reason for the order I'm taking them out in. Heavier than I expected, actually. Yeah, and quite a bit bigger as well, actually. But yeah, you might be able to see within the wrapper what we're looking at here. This is Tony Fisher's Golden Cube. Now, I, along with a lot of other puzzle collectors, have wanted a Golden Cube for a long time, but the mass-produced ones sell for, well, more than I'm willing to pay for a mass-produced puzzle, collectible or not. I've just never been able to bring myself to pay that much for them. But this is actually something slightly different. Why can't I open the box? Ah, this end is better. This is actually the Golden Cube 2. He calls it Golden Cube 2 Extreme ? These are handmade moulded puzzles. I suppose that kind of puts light to handmade, but yeah, he's moulded them himself. They're made by Tony Fisher. If you haven't seen these, he revealed these. Wow, that's great. He revealed these new puzzles at the Dutch Cube Day that happened last weekend. There's Tony's signature. And it's a slight variation on the original Golden Cube. I don't know exactly what it is. He did upload a video, but I didn't watch the entire thing because there was going to be some spoilers in the video, and I knew that if I ever had the opportunity to buy these, I would. So I stopped watching the video to avoid those spoilers. Basically, I think there's extra parities compared to the original Golden Cube. So yes, this is as I said, this is moulded by Tony, so he's moulded the resin, and it looks really great. Apparently the mechanism is wow, look at that, that's fabulous quality, isn't it? That just looks almost mass produced, that does. That's so flat there and shiny. But yeah, apparently the mechanism is a standard method scube. The interior, if in case you're not aware, the Golden Cubes are a scube shape mod. So the axis of turning have been changed, but it's still a cube, so to speak. But because everything is single colour, you've got to work by shape, not colour, to solve it. So that makes it difficult, just in the same way as the Ghost Cube is. In fact, the Ghost Cube idea came originally from Tony's Golden Cubes. They saw how great it looked and how difficult it was, so Adam G. Cowan decided to try and design a 3x3 puzzle based on the same kind of idea, and that's when he came up with the Golden Cube. This turns really well, actually. It's slightly stiff, but nothing that's going to be inhibitive towards playing with the puzzle or the fun of puzzle in any way. It's just basically just kind of feels like, yeah, you can see some of the pieces kind of rubbed together slightly, so there's going to be a slight breaking in element to the puzzle as well whilst playing with it. But that's, I'm sure, just an artifact of the moulding process. I mean, you're just not going to get absolute, nanometer precision from moulding the pieces. But yeah, it turns really well so far. It's really good. Very much like the Ghost Cube, it the solved state is actually a slightly turned puzzle, just like the Ghost Cubes. You have to turn the puzzle slightly on one axis. That's the only axis that will turn from its solved state. None of the others. You can see that line is blocked, and that line there is blocked. So you have to turn the puzzle slightly from its solved state before you can turn the other axes, which is this one and of course this one. and yeah, that's going to add an element of difficulty to the solving, of course, because you've got to solve it into this state rather than a cube. So it's going to make it more difficult to decide not only where to start, which pieces to build around, but which pieces needed to go next to each other. So yeah, I imagine there's going to be quite some difficulty involved in solving this, but I'm very much looking forward to giving it a go. So yeah, I will get this scrambled very shortly. Okay then, so I wanted to get some photos of them in the solved state for Facebook before I start scrambling these, because I suspect it may be a while before they're solved, so before it's solved, should I say. So that's why I disappeared briefly and restarted the video. But yeah, it's time to get this scrambled, I think, because I think it's going to look incredible once it's scrambled. It's very big, by the way. It must be, I don't know, probably about a third of as big again as a regular 3x3, I imagine. I haven't actually measured it, but that'd be a rough guess. But yeah, I think it's I don't think I can really learn anything from playing around with this before scrambling it, because I already know very well how to solve cubes and cubic puzzles. So I don't think that will really achieve anything. So let's just get it scrambled and see where we end up and how difficult it is. But yeah, it's turning very well. There's surprisingly no catching, actually. I don't mean that in a as being disrespectful for Tony for the quality of what he makes, because they are unquestionably high quality. Although I say that, I did have a small catch there, but that's what I was expecting, because there's going to be, as I said earlier, minor imperfections just as an artifact of the moulding process. It's not going to be as accurate as, say, 3D printing or especially mass production injection moulded puzzles. But not only that, you've also got a lot of very sharp edges. Well, not sharp, but very kind of sharp points on the puzzle that are going to meet each other. And when sharp points meet on any puzzle, that's where you tend to get catches. Imagine things like the Pyraminx crystal and things like that. It's very common for the points to meet and not be able to pass each other. But I'm just not experiencing anything like that on this so far, so that's really nice. Yeah, this is just wonderful. I'm so happy to own one of these, a golden cube of some kind. I mean, I've long looked at some of the handmade ones that Tony sells and the mass-produced ones that go for sale on eBay, and they've always just been too expensive for me to be able to just. Don't get me wrong, I could have paid for them, but I just couldn't justify that kind of price. I mean, these two, this was expensive as it is, but it was cheaper than I could have got a version 1 golden cube from any source. So it's still, you know, a better deal as far as I'm concerned. And as much as I would still like to have a golden cube one, I just don't see myself ever, unless I have a lot more disposable income, ever paying those kind of prices for them. But yeah, I think we can safely say that one is scrambled now. So I'll go away and try and solve it and see how difficult that one is. So I think I'll upload this video as it is and come back with another video if and when I've solved it, rather than coming back straight after the after this with another final thoughts of it solved, because I think it may take a while to solve this one. That's the only reason, really. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.